Welcome to Huntington Bank Stadium, home of the Minnesota Golden Gophers, as we get set for what ought to be a terrific battle. And while today is the final home game of the season for one team, it is more importantly a celebration, Senior Day, as we'll see the #1 team in the country, the Penn State Nittany Lions, taking on the 22nd ranked team in the land, the Minnesota Golden Gophers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Our Nittany Lions will kick it away to start. And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So Minnesota's offense will get the first swing of the game. These rivalry games can really get the blood pumping, and we'll see who can manage their emotions best early.
Everyone's been waiting for this game, right? You know, both of these teams have had this game circled all the way back to the beginning of the...
And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
This offense already in the black zone, a little bit backed up. How do they want to respond? They come out to throw the football, be aggressive, and this defense was ready, and they got pressure on the quarterback and got a sack on the very first snap.
And they're trying to dig out of the hole on 2nd and long from the 9. Dropping back, it's Brosmer. Firing to the right, complete. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, back up inside their 20. Unloads to the right. A strike downfield. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
The RPO, fire complete to the left. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. Looking to move it through the air. Unloads to the wideout. Makes the grab, and he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Golden Gophers! And it feels good to land that first big punch against a rival, doesn't it?
No doubt. In a game like this, too, you just want to be executing at a high level early. So, David, that's got to feel great getting on the board first.
And settles everyone down. All the nerves, all the emotion of this rivalry game. Now everybody can kind of settle in because you know you already got a touchdown on the board.
Lining up for the PAT. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. That's going to do it for the quarter, and Minnesota has the lead here. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. The kickoff unit about to go to work. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Nittany Lions offense taking the field for a chance we have to see them today. And there's no doubt, guys, we will be focused on these 2-star playmakers on the outside.
I'm curious to see how much man coverage we're going to see today. I don't know if either of these defenses is confident enough to go mano-a-mano with these 2 dudes on the field. They're 2 of the best in the nation.
These cornerbacks aren't looking for man-to-man coverage. I can promise you that. They'd be like, give me some help over here. But we're going to see some split screens, and we're going to see who had more catches, who had more yards. We're definitely going to be breaking that down this game.
Now looking for that first down on 3rd and short from the 26. They'll try to run for it. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. The Nittany Lions will bring the punt team onto the field. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Not going to risk a return here. Calls for the fair catch and makes it just around the 30-yard line. first down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. Handoff to the lone back. And the runner is down, and so is a flag. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. It's the 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can tack a little something extra on their lead before the break. Fires to the big fella. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. Still some work to do after that last completion at second down. Getting some heat. Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be third down. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. And the Golden Gophers decide to punt it away. Gets it out of there for the first time today, and didn't see much of him in that loss a week ago. Called on just once. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. Here comes the offense on first down. He's going to pass. With the catch, it's Wallace. Put it right on him. Sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down. The Nittany Lions are in the hurry-up. Comes out throwing on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Saunders. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. They'll throw it on first down. He's going to let it go. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. They'll throw again after the incompletion. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Looking downfield, it's Allard. Looking to the big tight end. Oh, man, another incompletion. That's 3 in a row. The Nittany Lions will punt it away on fourth down. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And that is an excellent punt as it lands out of bounds inside the 10-yard line. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but second down coming. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. He's going to pass on second down, using the quick game. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. From the 17-yard line, it's 1st and 10. He wants to throw.
And there was no question in that scenario. That's where the quarterback was going. He knew he had his receiver in a matchup that he liked, running a route where he would find himself open. Nice job between those two.
This time he's got it. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. Facing a third down and short from the 26. Grab near the sticks. It's Taylor. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the first down before he's dragged to the ground. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Fellas, what an environment there today. All the animosity and flat-out hatred that comes with a good old-fashioned rivalry game on display in that first half. And I get it. A lot of coaches will say the difference between winning and losing comes down to stopping big plays and getting big plays. But if you ask me, it's more about how good you are on third down and how efficient you are in keeping drives alive. Those two stats can help you break the will of even the best defenses and help you come out on top. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how this rivalry matchup plays out.
Bringing it out. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. Tight tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make...
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes, in offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
A first down sack can wreck a drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Looking to pass. It's Allard. It's complete to the left. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. That's caught. It's Wallace. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. A 3rd and long coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds a man on the left. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down. That's going to do it for the quarter, and Minnesota has the lead here. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. Caught over the middle. It's Singleton. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. In search of that tying touchdown. They've moved the chains a couple of times. It's 1st and 10 again. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. Tackled immediately after the catch. We have reached the 2-minute warning, and time is of the essence if this offense is going to make a play. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit. The defense will try to hold up one more time. Under 2 minutes to go. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Makes the grab well past the sticks. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching him.
And great job executing. The offense did what they needed to do. You got somewhat of a decision here. Do you want to kick it, tie it up? I think you do with this time frame. 1 to 2 minutes left in the 4th quarter. You probably want to do that, but you could push the envelope. You could go for 2 and try to take the lead.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And that extra point was good, and we are deadlocked here in the 4th. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great college football matchup. Arkansas State fell behind early, and it's been an uphill climb since. The thing is, this is a program that's worked the portal about as well as anyone. These kids are tough, and they could just find a way.
Off play action on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. He makes a catch.
It's less than a touchdown lead. They're trailing by 6 to ULM. We've got our eye on things here and everything else going on right now, and any updates, you'll see them here. Guys?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Makes the catch. It's Taylor. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. Dialing up a 2nd down pass play. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion? They've got it at the 41, 3rd and short, trying to keep the chains moving. quickly out to the tight end. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. To the air, it's Brosmer. Trying to get to it. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waning moments. That could be a costly play. He's looking for an open man on second down. They'll tell you that somebody's always going to pop open, but it didn't happen in time before they got the sack.
No, it did not. And you know what? I'm going to remember this. I'm going to remember zone defense. They didn't really have an answer. They weren't ready to get rid of the football. Quarterback hesitated. I got to him and got him on the ground. Might be a good call later on in the game.
The Golden Gophers have it with a 1st and 10. They'll run it. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. They go right back to it. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. The inside handoff. And there were some collisions in there, and the D finally stops him short of the marker. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Right down the boulevard. It's good. There's a lot of celebrating going on over there after taking the lead, but there is still time on the clock.
You got to give this guy so much credit, man. It is so hard in practice to simulate the pressure that he just faced. Late in the game, seconds left on the clock, you have an opportunity to kick a field goal to put your team up late in the game, and he absolutely drilled it. What a moment for that young man.
He'll take a knee. It's a touchback save every second he can as they try to put together this final drive. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. The sledding has been tough. Scores have been at a premium, Jesse, and every possession seems like it could switch the momentum of the game.
Yeah, Reese, for this offense, just feels like they just haven't been as physical. And for this offensive coordinator, David, he's having to go.
Time to take a shot. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Back to throw, it's Allard. Unloads to the wideout. It's caught downfield. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. Got to save every precious second, and the spike stops the clock. Got to move quickly here. They need to get it to field goal range. Wants to fire on second down. And it's incomplete. It was wild, high and wide on that one. He's trying to get them set quickly. They have to get the ball into field goal range. On third down, going up top. Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play. It's a one-score game late, and they've got to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Fires into traffic, picked off. Couldn't find a ton of room on that return, but that small change, they take over at the 33.
And that just kind of caps off this day. It's been a day with not a lot of rhythm, not a lot of timing, not a lot of guys on the same page, and they weren't right there, and the quarterback throws an INT, and this one is not looking good.
Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. And it looks as if the offense will just take a knee. It's really easy to get caught up in the emotion of a rivalry game. We did, and certainly this was a huge win.
Yeah, and you started, you circled it, you were ready for this team. This is the rivalry you put a lot of stock in all offseason. You're talking about this game in particular. You go out and get the dub. It's a relief because you definitely wanted this team.
And it's bragging rights for everybody, for the coaching staff, for the fans, but how about for the players as well? For another 365 days, you can talk about how you went out, you dominated, and you beat your rival. A lot of these guys are going to go on to the NFL. They'll be in locker rooms next year. They'll be talking about this for a long time.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation